Hi everybody, it's good to see you. That means it's circle time, so come on over to the carpet and make yourself comfortable. Well, today was Friday and I had a big sleep. I have to be honest with you. I didn't get up out of bed until about noon. I know, Mom and Dad, that's not really quite fair, is it? But I had a late night last night and so I didn't get this done until just now. So if you're watching this on Saturday, I totally understand. It's coming to you a little bit late. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Why don't we start by singing our Months of the Year song? Okay, can you see that? I'll scooch over this way a bit. Goes like this. There's January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Let's go through that again. Is that January? We had snow in January, didn't we? Remember building that snowman at the preschool? It was fun. Here we go. There's January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Do you remember what month it is, boys and girls? It's not January anymore, and it's not February. That's when we had Valentine's Day. And in March, we were talking about the wind. Remember the windy days? And we had our spring break. And now we're into April. And April showers, they say, bring May flowers. And it was sure raining today. So I hope that you've got some flowers growing in your garden already. Okay, well, this month is April. And it's Friday, and I think today's the 24th. I could be wrong. Check your calendar at home. Ask Mommy and Daddy if they have a calendar, and you can show them how you can count all the days in the months. All right? So today is Friday, April 24th. And welcome to Virtual Preschool. Well, last Friday we talked a little bit about the ocean. Do you remember that? We had a little art project. We made a little jellyfish. We talked about the jellyfish. Remember that? This is my finished jellyfish. He's got a silly look on his face. And we talked about this guy. Do you remember what creature this one was? Do you remember that? That's my little seahorse. And tell Mommy and Daddy, which seahorse carries the eggs? The daddy, that's right. He carries them in his pouch. So we talked about the seahorse and how Mommy puts her eggs in Daddy's pouch and then Daddy gets to carry them. And we also talked about this creature. What kind of creature is this? Do you remember? It's an octopus. And how many legs does the octopus have? Octa means 8. That's right. Octa means 8. The octopus has 8 legs. And remember, he shoots out ink. He shoots out black ink when he's feeling afraid and wants to scare the predators away. Yes. Oh, I forgot to mention on the seahorse. See his curly little tail there? Well, when the seahorse, he floats around with the currents. That means the ocean waves and things like that. And when he wants to stop, he grabs onto a little weed with his tail. He grabs on like that. Just grabs on, and then it can't pull him away. So he uses his little tail. And the jellyfish, do you remember how a jellyfish protects himself? Do you remember? That's right, he stings things. Bzzz, don't want to touch a jellyfish. If you ever see a jellyfish at the beach, say, Mommy, Daddy, I found a jellyfish. But don't touch him because he might sting you. Okay, well, today I want to tell you a few facts about another creature. Let me see if I can find this. I'm just going to go down on my computer here for a minute, so just bear with me, okay? Talked about those guys already. Oh, lesson 2. There we go. Ooh, getting there. Okay, I'm going to take a pause. I'm going to find my notes. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I found my notes. This is what we talked about last week, the jellyfish, the seahorse, and the octopus. And today I want to talk to you about this guy. Do you know what kind of creature that is? A shark. That's right. Look at, there's the octopus looking a little scared. And do you know what this guy's called? That's an oyster. Now that oyster has something inside of him. Do you see that? It's called a pearl. An oyster will take a little stone and he'll swoosh it around in his mouth for a long, long time. He'll bring some sand into his mouth and he'll swoosh that stone around and around and around, and eventually he'll make a little pearl. And ladies and men, they love pearls. Pearls are a beautiful stone. Sometimes you can wear it in a ring or a necklace. You can make jewelry out of it. But the oyster likes the pearl just as kind of a little toy to fiddle around inside with. Now the shark, oh man, everybody's scared of sharks, but you know what? Sharks don't want to eat people. They just want to eat the other fish. If a person gets in the way and scares a shark, he might get aggressive and he might get angry and he might bite. But really, we just need to leave the sharks alone. They've got a job to do in the ocean. We should really just leave them alone. Well, now a shark's skeleton is all made up of cartilage. If you feel your ear, can you feel this part of your ear here? It doesn't really have bones in there, does it? Well, his skeleton is made out of that soft stuff that we have in our ears called cartilage. And a shark has rows and rows and rows of teeth, sharp teeth. I always think of sharks as having just a few teeth and they chomp like that. But sometimes when a shark chomps like that, if the fish tries to get away, his tooth might fall out. But he doesn't have to worry because he's got lots more teeth. He's got rows and rows of teeth. So if a tooth pops out of the first row, this one, if it pops out of the shark's mouth, another tooth from the back moves up and then it fills that gap. And he has another tooth. Isn't that interesting? Sharks need their teeth for catching their food. So it's really important that the shark doesn't lose all of his teeth. It'd be hard to chew without all of your teeth. So the shark's special trick, the special trick that God gave him, is that if he loses a tooth, another one will grow in its place. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, the last creature I want to talk to you about today is this one. Does anyone know what this one is? Did you say whale? It is a whale. Do you know what kind of whale it is? Okay, some of you said a killer whale. Its sciencey name is called an orca whale. Can you say that? Orca whale. And all orca whales might look the same, but they're different. Scientists can tell the difference between the orca whales. Ask any marine biologist and they'll be able to tell you that orca whales, they're black and white, but they have unique spots on them and they can tell the difference. Well, this orca whale has had a baby whale. Look at that. There's the mama whale and there's the baby. Did you know that a mama whale is called a cow and a baby whale is called a calf? Yeah, just like the land animals. Mama whale is a cow and baby whale is a calf. And just like our land animals, the baby whales drink milk from their mama. Isn't that interesting? It is. Well, this is an orca whale, but there are many different kinds of whales. Here's another one. Do you know what kind of whale this one is? Does anybody know? Shout it out if you know what kind of whale this is. A beluga whale. It's a beluga whale. It's found way up north, way up north in the cold, cold water up there. That's where the beluga whales live, up north. And the orca whales, they travel many, many miles from north to south. They might spend their winter in California and their summer here in British Columbia. So they travel quite far. But a beluga whale lives further up north and they've got what's called blubber. Blubber is another word for fat. Because the beluga is in such cold water, he needs blubber to keep him warm in that water. And he's white, so he's sort of camouflaged, kind of like the polar bear, right?